I fear the copium levels have hit an all-time high. This here is the COD4 DRAGUNOV in Modern Warfare 3. Kinda. Oh, there it is. I was looking at it like, oh, I just messed up that triple so badly. And then another triple lined up. Beautiful. What the hell was that, a headshot? Thermal scope coming in kind of clutch here. Oh my god! Dude, this thing is ridiculous. What the hell? The longer I look at this sniper, the more ridiculous it gets. What's going on, guys? It's Rage, and once again, welcome back to some more Modern Warfare 3. So as you guys can see, I have edited this KV inhibitor to make it look like a Dragunov, kinda. Funnily enough, I remember talking about this even during the beta. Like, once we had this this first barrel here, I was like, wow, this kinda has that Dragunov look to it. Now, in comparison to COD4, I was really trying my best to find a stock that kinda looks like it. This is the closest thing I think we got. The most ridiculous part of this build is easily the scope, this 14x Rxqe scope, which I believe goes on the WAT 2000. It's the only sniper scope in the game that has this kind of eye cover that looks kind of similarly to the Dragunov. Taking it here to the firing range, you guys can kind of see what I mean when you compare it from game to game. As some of you guys may know, I made the comparison video with the LAB to the M40 from COD4, and I just had this mindset where I'm like, I want to try this with the Dragunov. It was kind of perfect timing too, because with the whole one-trick grind being added to the game, I'm at 145,000 XP with it, so it's only going to take us like literally a game or two to unlock it. So we're going to go ahead and finish that out, but also at the same time, the more that I've used this sniper, it really does kind of fit that weird semi-auto vibe, pretty much like the Dragunov has almost always done. Taking a slight retroactive look at the Dragunov here in Call of Duty, it of course started back in COD4. The COD4 Dragunov is arguably the worst sniper in that game because, fun fact, in COD4 with stopping power, surprisingly enough, does not affect the Dragunov in COD4. Oh, perfect. Spawning into Term Dom, first match of the night. Let's go. I really don't know what it is or how it was even a thing, but yeah, stopping power just literally did not change the damage indicator on the Dragunov at all. You could run around and use it with sleight of hand or any other tier 2 perk in that game, and it does the same amount of damage. Actually, if I'm remembering this properly, I think Nero Cinema has a video on it. I think he made it shortly after Modern Warfare Remastered came out. It was one of those 10 fun facts about COD4 that you might not know. It's the complete polar opposite to the M40 in COD4 because the M40 ACOG was the gun, surprisingly enough, that got bugged with stopping power. M40 ACOG would one-shot everywhere on the body, but fun fact, that worked more in MWR than it did COD4. And then going to the original Modern Warfare 2, we didn't have the Dragunov in multiplayer, but it was in a campaign mission. I believe it was accessible in the only easy day was yesterday. And technically the Dragunov is in Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, but only available on PC on IW4X. Now, honestly, the way that it performs in IW4X is kind of crazy because that was stopping power. It's actually ridiculous on that game. And then we saw the return of it in the original Modern Warfare 3, and honestly, it was pretty underwhelming in that game. It was just a really weak semi-auto, kind of similarly to the RSASS. Similar to the RSASS in MW3, it was pretty much just a one-shot headshot gun. You weren't even really getting many body shots with it at all. Pretty much had to get him in like the collarbone or close to the neck if you were going to get a one-shot that wasn't a headshot in that game. And then I think we saw it again in Advanced Warfare, actually. I think it was a DLC supply drop sniper. Back when Advanced Warfare was in its prime, I was playing that game mostly on Xbox 360, so I didn't even really get the chance to use it. Don't really know how good it is, but it is available on the S1 client, S1X. As far as I remember though from seeing clips with it, it looks pretty good in that game. And then surprisingly enough, in Modern Warfare 2019, I know it's actually a really solid sniper in that game. It was one of the only 3 heavy snipers we actually had in the game on launch next to the AX50 and the HDR. I'm so tired of cluster mines, man. Actually the worst kill streak in this game. I mean, really any one of those kind of kill streaks. Cluster mines, IEDs, all sorts of stuff like that. Always been so obnoxious. It's still there. Oh my. Oh, there it is. One trick unlocked. I already got it. I realized the other day on my live stream when I was using this that, yeah, I definitely went a little too far with it, getting it to 145. Hello? Please, man, just one no-scope. I'm not asking for much. That's actually fine that it started dominating us. I don't get to play Term Dom very often, man. Just let this game last longer. I thought I saw a tweet about this earlier today on the timeline. Someone was talking about how the map votes and the map rotation in these playlists just feel so weird that they're all just forcing the new DLC maps, which, honestly, I kind of see why they do it. I feel like I understand why the map vote is probably set to favor the newer maps in the game, just so people aren't playing MW3 Remastered as often. Depending on who you are and what you want to play, it's either a good thing or a bad bad thing. For me, it's kind of like a half and half thing. I want to play a lot of the MW2 remastered maps, but of course you have the other people as well that don't really care so much for the MW2 remastered maps and want to play the new maps. But the thing is that I want to play the MW2 remastered maps more. I know I'm weird. I've literally never gotten tired of them. What's also kind of a wild thought is back in the days of COD 4, you only had one gold gun per weapon class. Like for the snipers you can only get one gold gun, and that was the Dragunov. And I'm sitting here trying to imagine telling myself 16, 17 years from now, there's gonna be this golden reactive flowy looking Dragunov in Call of Duty. It's wild, man. Thinking back on everything in hindsight is like actually kind of wild. Of course I hit mark that, why wouldn't I? I swear though, Departures is such an insane map for these camos. They all look so good on this map with the lighting. I know I was just talking about it a little bit ago, like comparing the Dragunov to every other Call of Duty game, but here in Modern Warfare 3, the KV inhibitor, it's really not a bad semi-auto sniper. I feel like if this is going to be like the basis, well, I feel like in Call of Duty, this is a good basis for a semi-auto sniper to have. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, I don't know. I know I've definitely talked a whole lot about this with the way that semi-auto snipers work in Call of Duty nowadays, and the idea of having some sort of, you know, insane Barrett back in the game, similarly to how it once was in the original MW2 and MW3. Having a semi-auto sniper like that in Call of Duty that's as fast and as accurate as those Barretts once were, it's just not gonna happen anymore, I don't think. I mean, again, I'm not opposed to having it, but I also understand the reason as to why we're not gonna have it back. I feel like with the way that Call of Duty is nowadays, it's just kind of hard to balance that kind of thing out. The way that snipers are mostly treated in Call of Duty nowadays, they're usually on the receiving end of a lot of nerfing. A lot of people have their problems with it, which I'm not blind to it. I get it. As a sniper, trust me, I understand. It is annoying to die to snipers. I get it. Especially when the sniper is in the hands of someone who is really, really good at sniping. Yeah, it's very, very obnoxious. But then I think to only a couple of years ago, back in Cold War, where we had the Barrett, the M82 in that game, the Barrett on launch of that game was literally one of the worst snipers we have ever had in Call of Duty. Not only was it like 700 millisecond ADS time, ridiculously slow, but on top of that, it was like actually just unusable. I remember getting headshot hit markers with that thing. But considering how bad it was in Black Ops Cold War, it forced people to adopt a really ratty playstyle, which was awful. I'm talking like the Cold War suppressed Barrett thermal, like that's...
Oh, yeah, reported. GG.
Wait, what? It sounds terrible to say, but I'm still so spiteful about that. The Cold War suppressed Barrett thermal snipers, the ones that would do nothing but throw down smoke, hide in it, and actually unironically use clips like that. Ooh! Yeah, honestly, we don't deserve a good semi-auto ever again because of that. But actually, the more that I think about it, though, I feel like it is a pretty realistic thing to imagine that in Black Ops 6, Gulf War, whatever you want to call it, that the Dragunov could be in that game too. Now, also, speaking of snipers returning to Call of Duty, we actually got the official confirmation, well, kind of the official confirmation, the official teaser that the Kar98 is coming back in Season 4, officially. Now, I did want to go ahead and give a thank you to Call of Duty for sending me this. They sent me this little Season 4 postcard. It says here, bolt into action, and I got number 61 out of 98. I'm trying to get this to focus in the webcam right now, but it's not wanting to work. It says Call of Duty on the hood, and it's got the number 98 on top of the car. Get it though? Car K98. Very clever way of going about it, but yeah, it's basically all but confirmed at this point in time that the Kar98 is going to be coming back. And now again, like we've been talking about, a lot of the rumors with that as to what the weapon models are, because again, I think it was about a week or two ago at this point, someone got like the Greyhound assets, the model dump essentially. It looks like it's going to be the Modern Warfare 2019 version of it, but again, now I don't have any doubts that it's going to be good. I feel like it's going to be good, it's going to be usable, but it's not going to be at that Modern Warfare 2019 level, you know? Especially when it comes to the Warzone side of things, probably not. But again, truly, this is all speculation. We haven't used it yet, got no idea how it actually performs, so I might bite my words on that. Who knows, maybe we really will experience 2019, 2020 all over again, where the Kar98 is just the best gun in the game. But assumingly so, if that is the case, I'm imagining the car is going to be technically a marksman rifle in this game and not a sniper rifle, but we'll see what happens. So now that I got the KV1 trick, I've got pretty much everything. Got all the new Modern Warfare 3 snipers. I'm honestly not going to bother with the longbow because I just don't want to use it. And now I'm starting to work on a lot more of the Modern Warfare 22 snipers. Got the intervention done, got the SPX done. I think this is still going to be the most realistic goal, at least for the time being, and at least getting all the snipers one trick. Looking forward to that. Now, I'm not sure what's going to be coming to the game this week because it is going to be the final week 8 of the season. I'd imagine probably by Wednesday that we're going to have the, you know, usual Season 4 trailer as to what's going to be expected to come. We'll have the Season 8 reward, get that new Master Prestige camo, whatever it is. Shortly after that, we got Season 4, Kar98, Black Ops 6 reveal. Things are picking up. So with that all being said, that's going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Go ahead and let me know what your thoughts are on the KV inhibitor down in the comment section below. Again, though, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. It's Enrage, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care, everybody.